Note, it's power bottom Yoonmin one shot. The sun was bright above the college campus, but for Yoongi, it felt the same as always. Heavy and exhausting, he walked quietly toward his class, holding his worn-out notebook against his chest. His shoes were old, and his bag had a small tear at the corner, but he didn't care. All he wanted was to study hard, finish his degree, and find a good job so he could support his family. But there was one problem: Yoongi. A loud voice shouted behind him. Yoongi already knew who it was. He sighed softly and turned around. It was Yoonmin, the son of the college owner. His uniform was perfectly clean, his shoes shining, his hair styled neatly. Beside him stood his group of friends, all laughing loudly. "Where are you going, middle-class boy?" Yoonmin asked with a smirk. "To class," Yoongi said calmly. Yoonmin stepped closer and poked Yoongi's chest. "You always act so quiet. Why are you scared? Or are you just too boring?" His friends laughed, and Yoongi tightened his grip on his notebook. "Leave me alone, Yoonmin," Yoongi said softly, not meeting his eyes. But Yoonmin was not ready to leave him alone. He grabbed the notebook from Yoongi's hand and flipped through the pages. "Well, look at this handwriting. So neat. You think you're smarter than us." Yoongi tried to take it back, give it back. But Yoonmin threw it to the ground, making Yoongi bend down to pick it up while everyone laughed. Inside, Yoonmin felt a strange twist in his chest, but he ignored it. He didn't know why he kept bullying Yoongi, maybe because Yoongi never fought back, maybe because his calmness irritated him, or maybe because he couldn't understand the boy at all. That night, Yoongi didn't complain. He went to his part-time job at a small cafe, cleaned tables until midnight, and then walked home under the quiet sky. Yoonmin, meanwhile, was at a rich party, laughing with friends, drinking soda, and pretending everything in his life was perfect. The next day, something happened. Yoonmin was walking home after basketball practice when he saw a small group of children sitting near the park. They looked hungry, their clothes dirty. Curious, he stopped for a moment. Then he saw him, Yoongi. The same Yoongi he bullied every day, now sitting on the ground with those children. He had a small lunchbox in his hands, and he was giving his own food to the kids. "Here, eat slowly," Yoongi said softly, handing bread to a little boy. Yoonmin froze. He expected Yoongi to look weak and pathetic, but instead he saw a warm smile on his face as the children happily ate. His eyes were gentle, his voice soft. For the first time, Yoonmin saw Yoongi in a different light.
He quickly hid behind a tree, watching. He didn't understand why his chest felt tight. Why? Why is he like this? Jimin whispered to himself.
The next few days, Yoonmin couldn't stop thinking about what he saw. He kept teasing Yoongi in front of his friends, but deep inside, his heart was confused. One afternoon, Yoonmin went to the same park secretly. And again, he saw Yoongi with those kids. This time, Yoongi gave them warm rice he had packed from home. Yoonmin bit his lip. He had everything in life: money, luxury, respect, but he never shared anything with anyone. Meanwhile, Yoongi, who had nothing, gave away his food without hesitation. The following day at college, Yoonmin's friends laughed as usual. "Hey Yoonmin, let's mess with Yoongi again," one of them said. But Yoonmin suddenly snapped, "Shut up, don't touch him." His friends looked shocked. "What? But you always." I said don't touch him. Hymin shouted, surprising even himself. Yoongi looked at him, confused. That evening, Hymin followed Yoongi after college. Yoongi noticed him and turned around. Why are you following me? Yoongi asked coldly. I just wanted to talk, Hymin said, scratching the back of his neck. Yoongi frowned. After all the bullying you did, now you want to talk. Hymin looked down. For the first time, he felt guilty. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. I didn't understand you. Yumi's eyes softened, but he stayed silent. I saw you with those children, Hymin admitted quietly. You gave them your food, you were smiling. Yoongi, you're different. Yoongi sighed. They need it more than me. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal, Hymin said firmly. You're amazing. Yoongi blinked in surprise. From that day, things slowly changed. Hymin started walking with Yoongi, even when his friends teased him. He defended. Yoongi sat beside him in class and sometimes brought food to share with the poor children too. Yoongi was cautious at first, but little by little he began to trust Hymin. One evening, while they were sitting under a tree, Hymin spoke softly. Yoongi, Hymin said, I think I like you. Yumi's eyes widened. What? I like you, Hymin repeated. I used to be so stupid, always bullying you. But now, I can't stop thinking about you. Yoongi looked away. You're the son of the college owner. Hymin, I'm just. Emmy, we're too different. I don't care, Hymin said firmly. He held Yoongi's hand. All I care about is you. Yoongi stared at their joined hands, his heart beating fast. You're impossible, Yoongi muttered, but he didn't let go. Days turned into weeks. Their bond grew stronger. Hymin became softer, kinder. Yoongi became warmer, allowing himself to feel love. One rainy evening, Hymin and Yoongi were walking together. Suddenly, Hymin pulled Yoongi under a tree to protect him from the rain. You'll catch a cold, Hymin said. Yoongi chuckled softly. You care too much. Of course I care, Hymin whispered. His eyes met Yoongi's. Because I love you. Yoongi's heart skipped a beat. For a moment, he hesitated. Then, slowly, he leaned forward and kissed Hymin. It was soft, warm, and real. Hymin, Yoongi said, I love you too. From then on, they were inseparable. Hymin's father was angry at first when he found out, but Hymin stood strong. This is my life. And Yoongi is my happiness, he declared. Yoongi worked hard, graduated, and got a good job. Hymin supported him through everything. Together, they continued feeding poor children every weekend, but now they did it as a couple.
One night, under the stars, Jimin leaned against Yoongi's shoulder. Yoongi, Jimin said, thank you for changing me. You showed me what real love is.
Yoongi smiled and kissed his forehead. Hymin, you were always meant to be mine. They held each other tightly, knowing that no matter how different their worlds were, love had brought them together, and this time, nothing could break them apart. The end.